All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the May 14th, 2024 legislative session of the Town of Ossining. Rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance.
Flag. Thank you.
Councilmember Mayor,
Present.
Councilmember Monique,
Here.
Councilmember Filterwheel,
Here.
Councilmember Waynes,
Present.
Supervisor Philman,
Present.
Supervisor and Town Board announcements.
Okay. First, we'd like to thank all of our police officers this week, our National Police Week, and for the work that they do and for the work that they do all throughout the year, keeping our community safe. We have a great team. All right. Your opportunity to vote on the budgets for both the Ossining School District and the Ossining Public Library will be Tuesday, May 21st. Election for the Ossining Public Library Board of Trustees will be held at the same time. You could vote at the Ossining High School gym between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. I also want to recognize that May is Jewish American Heritage Month, Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and Mental Health Awareness Month. So celebrate accordingly. Please join us as we celebrate our heroes in the military banner event on Saturday at 10 a.m. at the public library. This pilot program has been well received, and soon there will be many military people from our community who've served in the military placed along Croton Avenue and other roads. It's going to be great, but the kickoff event is at the library at 10 a.m. Westchester County Executive George Latimer and the County Consumer Protection Department wants you to be aware of Renegade Renovators. They have a list of companies that you should avoid and tips for hiring home improvement contractors at the County Consumer Protection Department website. One of the things you should look for is that they are registered and have a green bumper sticker from the county on the back of their truck. Calling all musicians and venues. On June 21st, it will be Make Music Day again. Mike Risco Music is presenting. So if you're interested in performing anywhere around town on that day or hosting an event, you could be a restaurant, a store, anywhere at all, get in touch with them at 914-762-8757. The Town of Ossining is seeking volunteers. We need new members of the Environmental Advisory Committee. If interested, please submit a resume and letter of interest to m.wisaka@townofossining.com. Deadline is 4:30 on Tuesday, May 21st. E-Town is hosting an outing to Central Park for spring birding tomorrow morning. Check their website for details. Open mic night at Sing Sing Kill Brewery happens Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. The Ossining Public Library will be host Agi Kileti, Jewish Olympian Story of Survival and Triumph on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. The Westchester Collaborative Theater presents Living Music, 6 original plays inspired by 6 iconic songs. I want to go to this. The shows are this Friday through Sunday, May 17th to 19th. Please check out their website for more information. Friday night at the Ossining Boat and Canoe Club will host from their speaker series. This one would be Transmission Lines in the Hudson River. What you need to know about the Champlain Hudson Power Express and Clean Path Cable projects, presented by Riverkeeper. Bethany Arts Community has an open house on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Hudson Valley Books for Humanity will host a new local band called Day Sunday at 8 p.m. on Saturday. Bethany Arts Community will host The Herbs We Love in Spring with Claire Pearson, also on Saturday. The New York State Department of State Office for New Americans has released a free English language learning tool called CEL-Ed. It helps new Americans learn English at their own pace and at their own time. Simply Google New York State CEL-Ed for more information. And as always, our Ossining Public Library will be hosting a bevy of events, including movies, craft events, meditation, tutoring, and homework help, yoga, book clubs, and more. Please see their website at ossininglibrary.org. Okay, thank you. And do any of my colleagues have any updates? Okay, and keep your eyes out for Memorial Day events coming soon. Okay, thank you.
Liaison reports.
Oh,
No?
just
Okay.
thank a police officer when you see him.
Public comments on agenda items. Speaker will be accorded 4-minute opportunity to speak to address the board on any of the resolutions of the agenda. Do we have anyone online? Board resolutions. Approval of minutes, April 24, 2024. Resolved that the town board of Town of Ossining hereby approves the April 24, 2024 minutes of the regular meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of minutes, May 7, 2024, special meeting. Resolved that the town board of Town of Ossining hereby approves the May 7, 2024 minutes of the special meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of voucher detail report. Resolved that the town board of Town of Ossining hereby approves the voucher detail report dated May 14, 2024 in the amount of $1,653,522.10. Do I have a motion?
So moved. And a second.
Okay, the reason this one's so high is because we played 5 months of our police services all at once. So that's what happened there. All in favor?
Aye.
Adoption of the working definition of anti-Semitism. Whereas anti-Semitism includes harassment of the basis of actual or perceived Jewish origin, ancestry, ethnicity, affiliation of faith, remains a perceived and disturbed problem in American society. And whereas, according to the Federal Bureau of Investigation data, Jewish Americans are consistently the most likely of the all religion groups to be victimized by incidents of hate in the U.S. And such incidents are increasing at the alarming rate. And whereas municipal office officials and institutions have the responsibility to protect citizens from acts of hate and bigotry, including anti-Semitism, and must adopt the tool to do so. And whereas valid monitoring, informed analysis and investigation, and effective police making all benefits from accurate and uniform definition. And whereas in May 2016, the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, IHRA, by consensus vote and its members states adopts that the working definition of anti-Semitism include 11 contemporary examples, which has become the international recognition authoritative definition for the use by governments and international organizations. And whereas the IHRA working definition of anti-Semitism has proved to be an essential tool used to determine the contemporary manifestations of anti-Semitism. And whereas the IHRA working definition of anti-Semitism is used by agencies of the United States government and has been adopted or endorsement by more than 1,178 entities across the world, including by 41 countries, over 485 municipalities and regional governments, over 346 educational institutions, and 306 other organizations. And whereas the United States, the IHRA working definition of anti-Semitism is utilized by various government and law enforcement agency in monitoring, training, and education, including by the U.S. Department of State and the U.S. Department of Education. It has been adopted by 31 U.S. states and more than 69 U.S. countries and cities. And whereas the town of Ossining values religion, diversity, and interfaith tolerance in the Jewish community, and it's inseparable part of the social fabric, culture, and heritage. Now therefore be resolved that the town board of Town of Ossining hereby adopts the non-blind IHRA working definition of anti-Semitism, including the 11 contemporary examples stating there, and as important tool to address it, and directs all department and agency to ensure that the IHRA working definition of anti-Semitism is available as an education resource for town departments and agencies responsible for addressing anti-Semitism and other forms of discrimination. To have a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution authorizing the use of Ryder Park Pavilion. Whereas Punisher LEMC Westchester, the applicant is an organization of active and retired law enforcement officers and like-minded individuals they provide service and others and support for law enforcement. And whereas as part of these initiatives, the applicant holds an annual motorcycle ride of the following, which features multi-municipalities police court. And whereas the applicant has requested to use the Ryder Park Pavilion to hold an event at the end of the ride of the following on Saturday, June 29, 2024, which event will include amplified music and service of alcohol from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. only. And now therefore be resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the applicant exclusively use of the Ryder Park Pavilion on Saturday, June 29, 2024, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., subject to the following conditions and limitations. The applicant shall be solely responsible for any of all permits and fees, including those of the town associated with the event. 2, alcohol shall only be served and amplified music shall only be played from 12 to 3 p.m. 3, the applicant shall use best reasonable efforts to ensure motorcycles are not indeed and their engines at the point of within the town of Ossining. 4, the applicant shall use best reasonable efforts to ensure motorcycles are only parked in areas legal and designated for parking, and especially not on any grass areas in any streets or right of way. 5, the applicant shall coordinate with the town's recognized superintendent to ensure complaints of chapter 166 and special events, parades, and public gathering of the town code. 6, if the applicant intends to install a tent of any other temporary structure, the applicant shall coordinate with the building inspector and obtain any necessary permits and approvals. 7, the applicant shall provide proof of insurance, proof of naming of the town of Ossining as an additional insurance in the matter in which insurance limit satisfactory to the town's council and insurance agents. Before the resolve, the supervisor, any other applicant officers, employee, or agent is hereby authorized to execute any documentation reasonable necessary to facilitate the objectives of the resolutions. Have a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Temporary beer, wine, cider permit for facilities rental, July 27, 2024. Resolved that the town board of town of Austin hereby authorizes the supervisor to sign the landlord authorizing form for the New York State Liquor License Authority for the temporary beer, wine, cider license for Jane Israel, who has filed an application for the rental of the Cedar Park Pavilion in the town of Austin on Saturday, July 27, 2024. And before the resolve that the applicant will provide proof of insurance and the letter of admitting to the town in the form acceptable to the council to the town. I have a motion.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Resolution modifying the town board schedule. Whereas it is an annual reorganizational meeting, the town board establishing the resolution, its meeting schedule of the year, which is the town legislative meeting, work session, town hall meeting schedule to occur through the year. And whereas it has come to the town board attention that there are certain conflicts with the meeting schedule that the town board wishes to address. Now, therefore, be resolved that the town board hereby modifies the meeting schedule as follows. The town hall schedule for June 18, 2024 has been canceled. The legislative meeting scheduled for June 25th is being rescheduled to begin at 8:30 in the morning and will be held at the Municipal Building, third floor, Conference Room, 16 Crown Avenue, Austin, in New York, 10562. Before the resolve that the town clerk is hereby directed to notice said meetings as required by law. I have a motion.
So moved. And a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Finance 2024 capital project number 2024-5256, 2024 open space preservation plan planning. Resolved that the town board of Town of Austin authorizes the 2024 capital project number 2024-5256 entire 2024 open space preservation plan for the town planning department, which a project budget of $20,000 funded from the Hudson River Valley Greenway grant funds of $10,000 of transfer from TOB funds balance of $15,000. The table will be available in the clerk's office if someone wants to look at it. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of contract Village of Austin on Hudson EMS. Resolved that the town board of Town of Austin authorizes the supervisor to sign an agreement between the Mid-Hudson EMS District and the Village of Crown Hudson for the provision of emergency medical technicians to supplement Crown EMS 24 hours per day, an hourly rate of $43.79, effective June 1st, 2024 through May 30, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved. And a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of contract Village of Sleepy Hollow EMS. Resolved that the town board of Town of Austin authorizes the supervisor to sign an agreement between the Mid-Hudson EMS District and the Village of Sleepy Hollow for the provision of emergency medical technician to supplement Sleepy Hollow EMS 12 hours per day, an hourly rate of $43.79, effective June 1st, 2024 through May 30, 2025. I have a motion.
So moved. And a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contract runoff sampling Nelson Pop Borges. A resolve that the town board of Town of Austin authorizes the supervisors to sign a proposal with the Nelson Pop Borges, Suffern, New York, for the collection of runoff sampling in the Cedar Lane Park. Do I have a motion?
So moved. And a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Monthly reports. Resolve that the town board of Town of Austin hereby accepts the following monthly reports for the month of April 2024. Dell Cemetery and Highway Department. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Visitor recognition. Visitors shall be accorded 1 4-minute opportunity to address the board on issues not related to the agenda, but of relevance of the common good of the town. Have anyone online?
I don't have any. Okay. Thank you for joining us tonight for our meeting. I hope you're enjoying the warmer, more beautiful weather. And we will see you next week. Have a good night.
Do I have a motion to adjourn the regular meeting of May 14, 2024?
So moved. And a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Night.